Born in 1863 during the Civil War, Ira Cutler's family settled near the 5 Mile River in East Putnam, and his formal education began in a one-room schoolhouse in that community near the homesteads of many Cutler brothers. While this setting was the culmination of schooling for many of his classmates who were needed on the family farms, for Ira, it was just the beginning. We can only imagine the hardships and challenges that he must have overcome to fulfill his desire for continuing his education at Putnam High School. While he had 8 siblings, he probably wasn't exempted from family farming chores. With no big yellow vehicle traversing the rough roads of East Putnam, a daily mode of transportation was necessary to make the 6-mile trip. If the family buggy was not available, he no doubt had to make the trip to and from by foot. While Alexander Graham Bell's telephone had been invented, we can guess that neither Putnam High or Ira was in possession of such a device to determine if school was delayed or canceled due to last night's storm. But he obviously persevered to overcome these obstacles, and in 1885, he was the sole male in a class of 4 in Putnam High's 9th graduating class. So proud of this achievement, he saved the program from that memorable evening, along with the diploma that he was awarded on that occasion. Educational opportunities beyond high school for men were mostly limited to apprenticeships and advanced schooling in law, ministry, and medicine. Advanced farming skills were offered, even in Storrs, Connecticut. But Ira heard the cry, "Go west, young man."
We don't know why. We have not found that connection. I've talked with his grandchildren and so forth. Why he went to Albion College.
Michigan?
Michigan. From Putnam. I mean, I don't see any connection. The only possible connection is it is a Methodist. It was then a Methodist college, and they were members of the Methodist Church, so it may have been, either a minister or possibly a teacher at Putnam High.
For reasons only known to him, and with support from his family, he moved on to Albion College in Michigan and received a bachelor's degree in 1893, never to return to his roots. He married his wife, Amelia Perkins of Michigan, taught science in Michigan schools, and rose to the position of superintendent. Heeding an additional call of the West, or needing a greater challenge, he matriculated to Denver University for his advanced degree and accepted a position of botany professor at that institution. He settled in Denver, built his own home, and started his family.
He was really a unique man for his time. He was very multi-talented, probably even a bit of a polymath. He did many things very, very well. Kind of a Renaissance man.
His leadership and organizational skills led to the formation of the first Boy Scout troop west of the Mississippi. He became national president of Omega Phi Sigma, a biological honor society, and wrote the words and music of the school's alma mater. Ira was selected for inclusion into Who's Who of America, where his biography noted that he was a government expert on Indian corn, enabling farmers to produce a larger crop without additional irrigation. He developed a hybrid rose featuring the Denver University colors, and he owned the largest pharmaceutical and botanic garden in the Midwest where he resided. In addition to his academic prominence, he composed music, played the organ, directed the glee club, sang in at least 3 choirs, and displayed his art talent on canvas or on china. But his interest in horticulture, developed in childhood, was always the focal point.
We're honoring people who really have made a name for Putnam High School And my goodness sakes, a person born in the Civil War went to Putnam High School and then, has done, unbelievably. How could you beat this?
A letter that was sent by the wife of the chancellor of the university when my grandfather died, dated June 1st, 1936. His passing is not only a loss to his family, but to his innumerable students and friends. Dr. Cutler was the most versatile man I ever knew. The list of things he could do with skill is a long one, and he used his talent in making many people happy. Signed, Mary Buchtel.
His obituary states that he was an outstanding instructor, an extraordinary talent, and a friendly spirit which always attracted students toward him. There was an obvious impact on Robert Stanton, a former student who was so inspired and motivated by Ira's teachings, he became a professor of engineering and then donated $2.4 million to endow a chair in Dr. Cutler's name at the University of Denver. In a condolence letter to his wife Amelia, a friend wrote, "Dr. Cutler is my ideal scientist as well as a beloved friend, with nobility of character that few have ever reached. These ideals and his overall accomplishments make Ira Eugene Cutler worthy of a place on Putnam High School's Wall of Honor."